you, Dr. Kenzer. My story begins in October of 2003, a year after I was born, when my parents were brought challenging news. My sister Brooke was diagnosed with Asperger's. Luckily, Brooke had some of the best parents in the business and had an amazing support system that allowed her to break many barriers. Even with that great support, when I was 9, 10, and 11 years old, I was kept awake many times by my sisters crying in her room. She cried due to difficult schoolwork, challenging social experiences, and just sometimes algebra, which we all do sometimes, I can concur. Every one of those nights, I wished that I could do something for her, but I just didn't know what I could offer. Also, given our age gap of 8 years, it was hard to communicate and bond with Brooke because our lives seemed very disconnected. One way we bonded was actually through Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Those slightly cheesy movies and TV shows offered us a connection of family and a bond between brother and sister. Despite her struggles throughout high school, Brooke ended up graduating from Gonzaga with her master's in psychology and special education. She even won the Graduate Student of the Year award there, when so many people doubted that college was even a possibility for her. She proved all of her doubters wrong. Now, she's living in Portland and working at a school with young kids with autism and their peers. She's been given the reins to many of those kids' key early development. And those algebra skills that she struggled with are now a strength that she uses to capture statistics on her students. A switch flipped for Brooke when she was 16, as she became a whole new person and gained confidence when she started assisting with SARC. By participating in the many programs at SARC, she began to shape an idea for her future. One of those programs was at the Whispering Hope Ranch summer camp, where she realized that working with the other campers, although sometimes challenging or difficult, was really fun and enjoyable. Another SARC program that she participated in was the Temple Beth Israel camp, where my sister was a counselor for a young kid named Alex, who saw enormous growth throughout the summer in speaking ability, social skills, and general knowledge. After seeing Brooke's crazy success with SARC, I wanted to get involved as well. When I was 10, I started in the tween movie camp where we used our creativity to make movie clips. And at the end of the camp, we saw a behind-the-scenes screening of Despicable Me 2, where we got to go into the movie theater and see how everything operated, which was really awesome. That was an amazing first experience for me with SARC, and I made deep connections with the kids there, and that helped me create a whole new group of friends who became a part of my life. After my experience at SARC, at the movie camp, I incorporated SARC into everything I did. In 7th and 8th grade, my school, St. Francis Xavier, had an event called the Arupe Project. And in 7th grade, I raised money for SARC by selling homemade Superman capes. It was so amazing to see the plants and decorations in the community garden that I helped to buy with the $300 that I raised from the project. It was also pretty awesome to see 60 kids take flight as their own personal superheroes. Then, in 8th grade, I hosted a Super Bowl event to raise money for the beneficial beans. For the past 3 years, I've participated in Community Works, SARC's teen program where teens with autism and their typical peers volunteer at great spots around the valley, like the Scottsdale Public Library, St. Mary's Food Bank, and other spots. There are kids I'll never forget from Community Works, like Juan, Saul, and Ian, who drive my course of actions every day because of their genuine care for others and their positive nature. I try my best to exude that same joy in loving and giving to others. Today, I'm a junior at Brophy College Prep. I'm on the swim team, the science fiction movie club, and I'm looking forward to what's next in life. After Community Works and other experiences with SARC, I've learned many powerful lessons that have molded me into who I am today. I learned patience. I learned that many times we struggle with things, and all it takes is time. We just have to give ourselves the opportunity to grow. And at the end of the day, the challenges presented to us aren't really that difficult or scary. We just have to be present to let the positive things in life occur. I also learned empathy. I learned to not judge people based on their appearance, speech, or their abilities. I learned about building real relationships with people so that I could truly know those people and connect on a more important basis through strong friendships. Finally, I learned courage. I learned the courage to make the first move when talking to new people. I learned the courage to be uncomfortable and the courage to step up for positivity and love. I thank you all for supporting SARC to create a place where people can thrive as themselves, where they're supported every step of the way, and where people like me can grow out of their shells and experience a more expansive view of life. Thank you.